I'm gonna show you something beautiful.
Well, let me begin with Aristotle, then, and his conception of the contemplative life. Here, Aristotle takes a page from that Socratic maxim according to which the unexamined life is not worth living. So there surely is that contemplative life, life on the Isle of the Blessed. It is clearly a candidate for the good life. Well, then there's the active life. The same Aristotle will offer that as the right sort of life. Life, after all, is something to be lived, not just thought about.
Show them what we got.
You're up.
The right kind of life also calls upon us to make the right kind of choices. Not only must we act in the course of life, but we also have to have good reasons for it. We have to have good reasons in the sense that our actions have to be something other than merely reactions.
Down in the real world, we're faced with ugly choices.
The central aspect of the philosophical perspective is a critical aspect. Criticality, criticism, self-criticism. This is what is at the very center of the philosophical project. What is believed by way of the philosophical worldview is wisdom itself.
Do you see the beauty of it? The inevitability. You rise, only to fall.
Not wisdom so that, not wisdom in order that, not to get more of this or more of that, not to be reassured, not for the good night's sleep, not for its consolations, with all due respect to Boethius. No, it's to get it right, and where getting it right might indeed be bad news also. It is not inevitably good news. Sometimes it is not news at all.
But I'm ready. I'm on a mission.
What mission?
Peace in our time.
It should be clear that what we resist when entering into philosophical modes of thought are not merely external influences,
What is this?
but our own habits of thought and cherished certainties.
Sounds weird.
We are now willing, even if fearful, to raise the most basic and searching questions about reality,
Please.
about right and wrong, about justice, about the grounds of our relations with others, about war and peace. In the 4th century BC, by Socrates, we find him urging Athenians to stop making war on fellow Hellenes. It is in this speech of praise for all that Athens has achieved that Socrates pauses to remind his audience what it means to be a Hellene. He speaks of the far-ranging influence of Athenian culture, such that the pupils of Athens have become teachers of the world. He says that the term Hellenes now is no longer a race, but a form of intellectual comprehension. In the Greek, it is no longer a genos, but a dianoias. And he follows this with the statement that what Hellene now encompasses are all who share our culture rather than those who share our blood. Those who come together with us in what we take to be the most significant aspects of life. Those aspects that find a limited creature committed to the doomed but defining task of self-perfection are Hellenes. Here then is a statement on the birth of philosophy. And he says, quote, made us gentle toward each other. Philosophy, he says, was given to the world by our city. 'Twas ever thus.
I'm a peacekeeping program created to help.
Malon Helenas, kales thai tus tes, paideusios tes imiteres etus, tes koines fusios metacontas. It is those who share paideia. Yes, the word translates as culture, but in the wider and deeper sense of an overall philosophical and aesthetic outlook.